And we would like to welcome everyone to today's semifinal matchup between the St. Henry Crusaders and the the Manual Crimsons from DuPont Manual High School. This is Mr. Z, calling your play-by-play, and joined with me is Noah Francis.
Thanks, Mr. Z. Looking forward to an exciting matchup today.
So as we're watching here, we are currently on Manual's view, and now there's St. Henry, so we are in orange. Baller sheet with a deflection, and turns into a shot, and he puts it into the net. Crew taking an early lead.
Nice play by Baller Sheet. We'll be attentive to the game.
Very much so. He anticipated that well. Plasma goes up for the aerial. Crew look to clear. They at least get the block, but it's still on their side of the field. Baller sheet playing it off the wall. He gets it over the defender. He looks center. He looks gets the touch, but no other Crusader in the area. Persona keeping it in play.
Taken back and forth between these two.
Taken off of Uluk, shot just high. Persona getting it out in front of his goal. Shot easily taken care of.
Oh, look to the end. It looks like somebody saved it.
Uluk goes up for the shot. Oh, and that's a good clear by Gergen. And I think that's how we say Gergen. Two players go up for the ball. Neither end up touching it. Gergen with the clear. And there was a demo in there. Baller sheep, play it. Oh, that's a good center by Manual. Crew clear, and they have an open net. Uluk puts it off the post.
Back off the wall.
Baller sheep sends it wide.
Oh. An open net.
Yeah, that's real unfortunate with the Crew. They'll be kicking themselves for that. This looks dangerous.
Now they're demolition.
Oh, and Plasma does get the chip shot on the Crew. Well, I figure someone had to score eventually there because, you know, not only was it back and forth, but shots going right off the crossbar in the post.
Especially after demolition like that, usually leads to a goal.
Contest in the aerial. Oh, two contests. Baller sheep keeping it away from the goal. Uluk looking to spring the attack. Doesn't quite get the center pulled off. Oh, this looks like another open chance. An unlucky deflection off the Crew. It goes to the goal for Flaming Ducky.
He followed up with it. It was a good effort.
All right, so the Crew look to rebound here. There's some nice passing going on the side of the Crimsons.
Absolutely. Both teams look to play the aerial game as well.
And with that, there is a minute left in our first game. Manual get a Crimson's get a demo. We're looking to equalize this with a few seconds remaining. Persana settles. Ball sheep puts it forward. First ball was missed. Persana with the shot is wide. Ball sheep on the follow-up. It's another above the crossbar. Oh, that's looking good. And with that goal, surely the Crimsons are going to take game one.
Looked like the crew had a chance there for a second, but Crimson stuck with it. Yep, reverse and field.
Definitely, it's a bit unusual for the crew to not have anyone back. They were definitely going for the equalizing goal there, and they decided to risk it. Fortunately, didn't pay off this time. Good redirect. And the ball stays in the air. And impressively, the Crimsons pull yet another goal as time expires. So that will be official.
There's one for what?
That is game one to the Crimsons.
Looks like the crew had a chance there for a second, but Manual Crimsons took care of it at the end.
And we are getting ready for game two. Just a reminder, this is a best of 7 series. Crimson for an early attack. Crew deal with it. Now there's an open net. Persana's going to look to take the shot. He's taking it slow. It's a save by Crimsons. And Plasma with another goal. That turned out to be
Crimsons keep on net.
yeah, that turned out to be a pretty good assist by them, playing it off the corner there. Persana tipping it forward. Ball of sheep, keeping the pressure on their side of the field. Crimson's clear. That was a decent play by the crew. It's going to be just wide. Crew get the demo. They're a man up. They'll look for the shot here, certainly. Everyone trying for it. No one able to punch it home for the crew. Crimsons look to settle. They'll have a nice shot opening here. Sneaking it into the far post is Plasma.
Again, the aerial game came in clutch for the Manual Crimsons. They put up another goal on the crew.
And you know, I'd have to see another replay, but I don't wonder if Carsano wasn't blocked in the goal there. I thought I saw a collision that might have prevented him from getting to that save quicker. Like trying to get a quick attack here. Again, snuffed out by the Crimson defense. And that's a little unfortunate for the crew because it looked like they might have saved that one, but in off the post it goes.
Plasma took on 2 defenders right there. Kept going with it.
Yeah, he's having a great game today. Crew winning the kickoff. Let's back at their goal now. Little miscommunication and no one hits the ball. Ball's just hovering above the crew net. Ulick looks to clear, but it's still in a dangerous area. Carsano with a much more confident clearance. And back it comes again. The crew really need to get this away from their own net.
Not letting the crew reverse the field.
Carsano settling the ball. Baller sheep, making sure he gets that save. That was a slow roller, but it might have snuck in the far post again.
Nice clear by Baller Sheep.
Baller sheep with the
Now
shot.
they look to be settling down,
Oh, that
trying
was
to
a
keep
good
the
save.
ball on the Crimson side.
You know, the crew haven't had too many clear-cut shots. We'll be looking to find some more openings as this game progresses here.
For sure. Hopefully they can keep the ball on their side.
That was Flaming Ducky looking for the spike.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Baller sheep trying to give it a light kiss to go in. Nothing going. Carsana making sure that doesn't sneak in. And that has some potential. Saved by Flaming Ducky. And with 30 seconds remaining in game 2, crew are looking to get a goal. So far, it has been Plasma who has been the best player on the field.
For sure. With the combination of Plasma and Flaming Duck, we're going.
And it is that combination again, Flaming Ducky just chipping over the 2 crew defenders who are trying to get a touch on it, and nothing coming from it.
Drew again with the assist that time, too.
Now, see, that one was understandable. You could see what the crew are trying to do there. I missed who it was, maybe Carsana? Yeah, it was Carsana. Carsana was trying to clear it across his goal, knowing that the Crimson attackers are right behind him. Unfortunately, he only is able to put it into his own net. That was actually a tactic that worked pretty well against St. X yesterday, was across the goal clearances. They are risky, but they're nice when they work.
But once again, Manuel putting up the goals to lead the win.
So the crew are going to look to regroup here. They won't want Crimson to go up too high. Especially would rather not have a repeat of yesterday where they need to clutch out the reverse sweep. I think getting another early goal will start to settle the crew down. That might be something that they need to look for here.
Sure.
Game 3 starting off. Now, no, it's worth remembering. St. Henry is the... Oh, well, before I can finish my sentence, there is... Gergen must have been listening to my advice because it's Gergen who ends up getting the quick goal here. It's an unfortunate start for the crew. What I was going to say is that these two teams faced each other earlier in the season, and as a matter of fact, only 2 teams managed to beat the crew. Well, Crimson is one of those 2 teams.
Despite the crew's successful season, they've had 2 losses coming in, and unfortunately, the Manual Crimsons have taken advantage of that this year.
Yeah, that they have. Karsana making all of his touches count. Ulik with the short save, and then that was Karsana with the much needed clearance. Now Karsana looking for the chip.
Now they're on the attack.
Ulik managed to center that off the Crimson's defender. They don't get a kind bounce. Ulik gets the demo on Gergen. And that ball's going to be high in the center of the field.
Can play the aerial game best. It's a real key to the game for both these teams.
And the Crimsons are able to tuck it away into the upper right-hand corner of the net.
Asmo once again taking advantage of the game. Looks like Gergen is working with him. Now there's it.
Oh my. That was a close shot.
Line drive too.
Senek struggling to put it away this time. We like trying to make the magic happen. Ball lands for Karsana. He's just being out by Gergen. Ducky bumps Cheap away. And that shot is high. The follow-up is denied. Crew look to spring the counter. Oh, and that was a good touch by Ducky to get it over everybody in the field. Baller Sheep takes him off it in the air.
So far, so good defense, but I hope I don't jinx them.
Yeah, well, the defense is well and strong, but they will definitely need that goal, which Karsana looks to give them the advantage. There's a demo. And a fortunate bounce off the wall gives Ducky a perfect shot at the net. Crimson's with the goal.
Manual Crimson's been looking at the ball, anticipating the bounce. Unfortunately, that's been leading to lots and lots of goals. As they look to take the...
That is true. You know, there were not this many goals for either team in the earlier matchup, which was a back-and-forth game throughout. The match had gone trading off wins back and forth. The final result was decided in overtime. I think only one game had been decided by more than one goal, so it's really impressive from Crimson's really coming out to play today. Now you can see there's the demo on, or by Flaming Ducky on Baller Sheep. Plasma with the aerial clear, which is turning into a nice offensive chance for Crimson's. Shot goes wide. We are now approaching about a minute remaining in this Game 3 of the semifinals.
Crew keep looking to attack. Every time they attack, the Manual Crimsons are there to defend.
And the crew do pull one back. Baller Sheep with the finish.
They stick with it. Ball bounced back at least 2 times, it looked like. Or once off the wall, but they stuck with it. Asana with his assist as well.
Well, they're leaving it a bit late, but you know, this is Rocket League. That 45 seconds is still a decent amount of time. We've seen it in the pros
true.
where, man, you could have 5 goals in 10 seconds or less. We're gonna need 2
Yeah, it's
quick
like
ones
in
though.
the NBA that one time. Like in the NBA in that one time with Tracy McGrady scored 13 points in 33 seconds. But unfortunately, they're gonna have to hold their team without any goals.
Well, there's a shot. Flaming Ducky is aware of the danger. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice if that just snuck in for the crew.
Saved by the keeper. Going to need a tune-up after that.
And especially,
And with that, the Crimsons take the 3-game lead in the series. Pressure's now on the crew. They're facing the same situation they did last night. It's worth noticing the reverse sweep. Well, you know, it's possible, and the crew have done it before. So you can see there's a couple of grand champs in this game.
we'll see if that experience helps them, if they can come back or not.
Crew looking to capitalize. Plasma with a great save.
Crimsons are able to anticipate every shot.
This is true. Now the crew are facing elimination, but they are no strangers to this scenario. Not a bad shot off the crossbar. Ulek also off the crossbar. Senior tag team. Shots just high. Here comes Ducky. Gets a good center. Plasma's there to finish.
You definitely see the chemistry is evident on the field as well.
That is true, and they're disrupting the chemistry that usually is found within the Crusaders. You're just trying to string some passes together, some good plays. Baller Sheep gets smacked away from that. Dumb on the goalie, that's dangerous. Crimsons aren't able to pull off a shot from it.
I wonder if Manual came in with strategies to demo the goalie to leave the open net for the other team members to score.
Well, very well could be. The crew are not a team to rely on demos, but it can definitely hurt to have your goalie taken out like that, especially if you aren't expecting it. 2v1 scenario. Ulek doesn't stop. Plasma puts it wide, but he's going to go for the rebound. Sends it far afield. There's another demo, and the crew might be getting frustrated at this point. Demos are coming fast and furious. And Plasma now sets up Ducky off the rebound. Crimson's really taking advantage of the board.
Rebounds and playing in the air.
Ulek just being to that aerial. Plasma is able to beat Baller Sheep to the ball and ends up getting the goal off it.
all
recruit
these
fast
games
here.
attack for the manual Crimsons.
Again, Ball Sheep looks for the shot, and Plasma's there for the save. Like you were saying, Noah, they seem to be anticipating every play, including Plasma there, predicting where the clearance was going to go, and puts his car in the way.
Another assist for Flaming Ducky as well.
Yeah, it's primarily been Ducky and Plasma spearheading the attack for the Manual Crimsons. Ball sent flying forward. Ula clearing across his goal line. Karsana in 50-50. And Ducky almost seemed to save his own player's shot, but he was trying to sneak it into the far post. Plasma tries to clear. It's going to be Karsana the first to it. Ducky prevents the center. There's another demo on the crew. Ball of Sheep returns the favor. Karsana knocking
Oh,
it away.
she with the tough end.
Good touch by Karsana. Demo on Gergen. Was come back now, and that is a good deflected goal from Ulek. Very tight angle there.
Absolutely. Hopefully this may ignite a spark in their team. We'll see if it's too little, too late though.
Well, they do have their goal, and that will give them hope. Oh, that would have been nice to connect. Karsana looking to win this race here. This Plasma was able to bury. Very quick response from the Crimsons. And you're just getting
Looks like
the feeling.
Karsana had an angle out.
Yeah, you're just getting the feeling that Crimsons are playing as if they want another shot at Gold Squad. Of course, it could very well be Trinity who pulls off the upset against Gold Squad, but Gold Squad is typical, showing their caliber. They've remained the only team unbeaten this year.
Absolutely. That'll be another fun match to watch.
Ulek prevents the goal from Gergen. He'll go for the shot himself. Plasma's there for the settle. Overshot that one. And as time expires, that is going to be a wrap. Sadly, this is going to mark the end of the crew's playoff run this fall. It is Manual Crimsons who are going to progress to the championship match to be held tomorrow. Well, no, this is a bummer, but the crew have fought well. Only two teams managed to hand them a loss. Sadly, their rematch against the Crimsons here, they're going to come up short a second time.
For sure. They played to the end pretty well.
And you know what the good thing about esports is that we do have a spring season as well. Therefore, the crew will be eager to get back onto the field. They know they have a strong lineup and they'll be wanting to progress even further, they'll want to get into that championship match next spring. I'm sure we will see them there when the time comes. I'll also mention that the spring
Sure.
season will be opening shortly, so anybody who chooses to join us, you know, the teams are going to be opening, looking for new members. But it is worth giving a special shout out to this very good St. Henry team, finishing second overall in the regular season and making it all the way to the semifinals. At this time, would like to thank our sponsors. That would be St. Elizabeth Physicians Podiatry, St. Henry Athletic Boosters, and Premier Gaming Group. So we'd like to close out this season. We'd like to thank you for all the support you give us and all of our student athletes. Noah, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Z.
Yes, thank you very
Appreciate
much. And thank you for tuning into our broadcast of these semifinals. It finishes the Crimsons 4, the Crusaders